1019
KACQ.
Good afternoon. I'm Casey Chapman here with your local Lampasas area news. This newscast is service of Hall Power Ranch and Supply. It was a quiet day for LPD yesterday. Officers started off in the midnight hour responding to a suspicious vehicle call in the 1600 block of South 281. It stayed quiet up until the lunch hour when dispatchers sent them out on another report of a suspicious person in the 900 block of South Broad. A theft was reported in the 1900 block of South 281 around mid-afternoon, and officers were sent back out there on a suspicious vehicle call last night. 33-year-old Michael C. Ramsey of Lampasas was arrested in the 1500 block of South Key on an LPD warrant for assault causing bodily injury and family violence. The county booked in a 59-year-old Georgetown woman for possession of marijuana and possession of a controlled substance, a 21-year-old Lampasas man on a probation violation. Lomita enjoyed a quiet day. Kempner went out on a trespassing complaint, settled a disturbance, and responded to an alarm and reported of assault. County deputies served a warrant, worked a fraud case, responded to a burglary and a civil matter, and rolled out to Cove to clear a wreck. The burn ban has been lifted until 5 on Sunday. Stick around. More Lampasas local area news is just moments away.
Ran into an old friend the other day. Lives in a town about 40 miles from here. Hadn't seen him in a long time. Glad to renew the acquaintance. After talking old times for a while, I asked him why he was in town. Said he came here every so often, mostly to go to Hoffpower's Ranch and Supply to pick up feed or renew his feed contract. Really, I says, do they treat you right? Oh yeah, he says. I check around on prices here and there, and they're right on down there on cattle feed, especially if you contract it. Store inside's pretty good too, he says. Get your blue jeans or a pair of boots if you need them. Better selection of clothes and ranch stuff too than you can find around here anywhere. Pretty good recommendation, I thought. Hoffpower's Ranch and Supply in Lampasas.
Go Badgers! KACQ 1019.
The DPS is giving people more time to renew their driver's license.
A lot of licenses expired this year when the Texas DPS closed its offices to in-person visits to limit the spread of COVID-19 and moved its operations online. The governor granted a waiver to people with expired licenses for 60 days, which has been extended several times. The latest extension from the DPS will keep that waiver in place until April 14th of 2021. DPS offices that have reopened to in-person visits will have extended hours starting January 4th. Many of them will be open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at least 4 days a week. The DPS is requiring people to make appointments in advance. Stephen Pickering, TSN News.
If you plan on shipping gifts this year and want them to arrive before Christmas, you'll have to step it up.
Today is the deadline for on-time ground delivery with the U.S. Post Office, UPS, and FedEx. And Friday the 18th is the deadline to get first-class mail delivered by the Postal Service.
TSN Susan Darwin. Packages can be shipped after today, but you'll have to pay more. Postal workers say they expect this week to be their busiest week of the year, and more than 3 billion packages are expected to be shipped this Christmas season. Tomorrow is the last day of school for 2020 for Lampasas students. The Christmas break starts with campuses having an early release. Check with your student's campus for times. And one of the many good things about working at a radio station is getting to pick on your boss live.
And speaking of Ronnie, not too late to order your 2021 Ronnie Witcher's swimsuit calendar. Oh, yeah, 12 months of seeing that stud hanging in your kitchen. Hunk of burning love. All right, Finley and Ronnie coming up next.
There's nothing like a Ford.
The application deadline is coming up for Texas Match the Promise Foundation scholarships. Match the Promise scholarships awards are available for 5th through 9th graders and offers competitive matching scholarships. Approved recipients can receive scholarships of tuition units worth up to $1,000 at today's prices, while top-scoring recipients also can receive one-time grants of tuition units worth $2,000 at today's prices. December 31st is the deadline to apply for it. For more information, you can go to matchthepromise.org. Texas big city hospitals are the first to get the vaccine, and others will have to wait.
Especially rural hospitals. John Henderson, president and CEO of Torch, the Texas Organization of Rural and Community Hospitals, says they're being left out.
It's not that rurals were at the end of the list. It's that rurals, as of this moment, are not on the list of Texas hospitals to receive the vaccine.
He says they can handle the Pfizer vaccine. That has to be kept at ultra-cold temperatures. The bigger problem is it's bundled in doses of 975, and most rural hospitals don't have that many employees. The next vaccine, which is yet to be approved, Moderna, is bundled in doses of 100. They expect to be included in that distribution. Henderson understands there are hard decisions to be made, but he says any distribution philosophy that excludes rural hospitals is a mistake. Barbara Schwartz, TSN News.
In sports, last night Badger boys varsity basketball game against Goldthwaite was canceled due to COVID issues on the Goldthwaite side. They are able to match up with Belton tonight, then a home game against Benandra this Friday with JV at 5 and varsity at 6:15. The now 9-2 Lady Badgers suffered their second loss of the season last night, falling to the Founders Classical in Leander in a close 69-65. The girls originally were scheduled to play Smithville, but the game was canceled because of COVID issues. The girls will be back on the road this Friday to take on Del Valley with 11, 12:30, and 2 o'clock tip-offs. The Lady Badger varsity also picked up a Saturday road game in Alvarado with a 1 o'clock tip-off.
You're looking at a clear night tonight and freezing with temperatures falling to 29, and you'll get in a light southwest breeze around 5 miles per hour. You'll have a sunny day out for you tomorrow and slightly warmer with your temperatures reaching 62. Mostly clear later in the night with temperatures bottoming out at 38. And a mix of sun and clouds for you on Friday with a high near 63, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Mostly cloudy with a low of 45. Yesterday's regional active COVID numbers show Bell County up 85 cases with 1,759. That spike may be a result of late reporting since they showed no increase in the previous report. Coryell County is down 7 with 355. Burnett added 4, now with 304 active cases. Mills down 1 at 48. San Saba added a couple with 32, and Hamilton also up 2 with 55. Here in Lampasas, as of last night, Lampasas County was reporting 85 active cases, bringing the total number of cases to 800, including 14 fatalities and 5 remain hospitalized. And 701 county residents have recovered from the virus so far.
Thank you to our viewers. We will see you again tomorrow. I'm Casey Chapman with your local Lampasas area news.
1019 KACQ.